The Fault in Our Stars is about tragic love. Hazel Lancaster and Augustus Waters have a beautiful friendship ahead of them. Hazel was first diagnosed with cancer when she was only 13, and now she has an oxygen tank because she has lymphoma cancer. It's often hard for her to breathe when going up and down lots of stairs. She first meets Gus when she bumps into him on the way to her support group. Hazel noticed Gus staring at her the entire time. Gus also has cancer and has a prosthetic leg. He thought she was beautiful. Gus was Hazel's best friend. One day, they went on a picnic and talked about their last wishes they got. Hazel used her last wish to go to Disney World when she was 13. After they talked about it for a while, Gus told her she was going to go to Amsterdam to meet her favorite author for his last wish. She was more than excited. Everything was all set up to go, and then her doctors told her she was just too sick to go. She was pretty upset for a while. One morning, she woke up to an email, and she read it. She called her mom to ask her about it. Hazel was allowed to go to Amsterdam after all. Hazel was so excited when she found out. While they were on the plane, Gus got so scared and started freaking out. The first night Hazel and Gus got to Amsterdam with Hazel's mom, Hazel and Gus went to a fancy restaurant on a date. While they were there on their date, Gus told Hazel he was madly in love with her. The next day, Hazel and Gus went to visit the author, and he turned out to be a drunk alcoholic. After they dealt with him, the author's wife offered to take them sightseeing, and of course they did. Hazel had to climb many stairs to get where they were going, and she ran out of breath. As Hazel was looking at a picture, she turned around and kissed Gus. Everyone was clapping for them. Later that day, Hazel and Gus were walking around and decided to sit down for a bit. Gus had some bad news for Hazel. He told her his cancer got worse and he was slowly dying. She was so sad. They both were crying and just sitting there enjoying the moments they had left together. After a few days after they got back from Amsterdam, Hazel got a call in the middle of the night from Gus. He needed her to go to the gas station and be with him. When she got there, he was freaking out and crying. Hazel noticed his chemo that was hooked up to him was infected badly. She called the ambulance. Gus could no longer walk on his own and had to use a wheelchair and other people for support. When Hazel was at Gus's house, Isaac mentioned something about a funeral. Gus wanted to be at his own funeral and also wanted Hazel to write a eulogy for it. So she did. While they were at the funeral, she was getting ready to talk. She couldn't talk about their love story, so she decided to talk about math. Hazel was so thankful for Gus. He gave her a forever within the numbered days, and she was so grateful.